Hey there, and welcome to episode 16 of Hockeycards.se, the podcast. Boy oh boy, it's been a busy week. With the season stretching almost into July, a ton of things has happened in the past week. Game 7 of the Stanley Cup playoffs ended with the Florida Panthers winning their first ever championship. The Oilers made a heroic comeback after being down 3-0 in the series to take this to Game 7, but ultimately it wasn't enough. Only days after Game 7 ended, the NHL held their annual award ceremony, and the day after that, the 2024 NHL Entry Draft began. And as of July 1st, clubs can sign extensions and sign restricted free agents and unrestricted free agents. So anticipate a massive amount of deals being signed on Monday. In this episode, we will recap some highlights from both the awards and the draft, and we will look at what seems to be an underwhelming start for 23-24 Extended Series, begging the question if the massive Bedard hype is starting to come to an end, or at least calm down a bit. We will also go through some of the cards that landed in my mailbox in the past week. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, so you won't miss future giveaways that we have coming up. Subscribing also helps us continue to produce content. The 23-24 season is officially over, with the Florida Panthers beating the Edmonton Oilers in Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final, after seeing the Oilers recover from being down 3-0 after the first 3 games, something that hasn't happened in 78 years. What also happened is that the remaining NHL awards were announced. Now, this year the NHL announced several of the awards during the playoffs, which was a bit weird, and we have looked at those in a previous episode. The rest of them were announced on Thursday at an award ceremony. We won't go through all of it, but this year's 5 major awards were: the Playoff MVP award, the Conn Smythe Trophy, was awarded to Connor McDavid of the Edmonton Oilers, who famously refused to come out on the ice and accept it after having lost Game 7 to the Panthers on away ice. The regular season league MVP award, known as the Hart Trophy, was awarded to Nathan MacKinnon of the Colorado Avalanche. MacKinnon also won the Ted Lindsay Award, which is the MVP award as voted on by the Players Association. So the Hart Trophy is voted on by reporters, journalists, and the Ted Lindsay Award is voted on by other players in the league. And Nathan MacKinnon won both of them. Connor Bedard lived up to the hype and won the Calder Trophy as the league's best rookie. He led the rookies in the league in goals as well as assists and total points, racking up 61 points in total. And Connor Hellebuck wins his second Vezina Trophy as the league's best goalie. The 2024 NHL Entry Draft is this weekend, and the first round was completed on Friday. The San Jose Sharks had the first overall pick, and they used it to pick Macklin Celebrini first overall. Celebrini was born on June 13th, 2006, so he just turned 18 a few weeks ago. This past season has been his first season of college hockey, where he put up 32 goals and 32 assists for 64 points in 38 games for Boston University. There's a lot of speculation whether Celebrini will go back to college and play another year, or if he will sign with the Sharks and turn pro immediately. If he signs and skates in one of the first few games of the 24-25 season, we should expect to see his Young Guns card in 2024-25 Series 2. This is because Upper Deck cannot issue rookie cards of players who is yet to skate in a game, and the logistics of printing these products means it will need to go into production many months before its release. In general, the hype around this year's draft is a lot less than last year. There is no generational talent like Bedard this year, and in general, the depth of the rookie class seemed to be weaker than last year. Apart from Celebrini to the Sharks, the rest of the top 10 selections of this year's draft was: number 2 pick was Artem Levshunov, defender from Michigan State, who was picked by the Chicago Blackhawks. At number 3, Anaheim Ducks selected Beckett Seneke, right wing from Oshawa in the OHL. At number 4, Columbus Blue Jackets selected Caden Lindstrom, center from Medicine Hat in the WHL. With the number 5 pick, Montreal Canadiens selected Ivan Demidov, right wing from the CSKA St. Petersburg's junior team in Russia. At number 6, Utah Hockey Club, former Arizona Coyotes, selected Ty Iginla, of course the son of Jerome Iginla, center for Kelowna in WHL. At number 7, Ottawa Senators selected Carter Yakemchuk, defender from Calgary in the WHL. At number 8, Seattle Kraken selected Berkeley Catton, center from Spokane in the WHL. At number 9, Calgary Flames selected Saini Parek, defender from Saginaw in the OHL. And finally, at number 10, the New Jersey Devils selected Anton Silayev from Nizhny Novgorod in Russia, and he's a defender. The 2023-24 Extended Series released this week, with one of the major draws being the Bedard Canvas Young Guns card. Most speculation I've heard around this card placed its first sale at a potential range of $500 to $750, with a likely drop to about $200 in 3 months, once all the FOMO has died down. Now then, the first public sale of this card was recorded at $271. $271. So that's considerably lower than all speculation beforehand. The Canvas Young Guns card is more rare than the regular base Young Guns card, but typically sells for less, which is a bit weird, but the most probable reason for this is that everyone and their grandmother are collecting base Young Guns cards, driving demand for these up to levels that simply aren't there for the Canvas Young Guns card. So, $271 is still a lot of money for a non-numbered card with an undisclosed print run that's likely available in thousands or tens of thousands of copies. Still, in relative terms and relating to the overall Bedard hype, it begs the question if the insanity part of the Bedard hype is coming to an end. Is the overall fear of missing out of Bedard rookie cards, combined with the realization that he will have over 1,000 rookie year cards issued across all products, now combining to bring prices down to less astronomical levels? If it does, I would assume that's a good thing for anyone who wants to buy boxes in the future. Lower secondhand market value should mean that upcoming releases are not priced at silly prices, and hopefully that the 24-25 season products will return to levels that are just above the 22-23 prices. We're going to look at a few cards that I recently picked up, and they have one thing in common. All of them are from the Cup, which is this the holy grail of hockey card products, the most expensive product there is to buy. You get a few cards and you pay a fortune for it. And this is the product that has like short numbered rookie patch autos, really thick cards, great design of awesome players like McDavid, and I don't have that kind of budget. So I do like the classic card design of the Cup. So I picked up some cards that are that has a different price tag than a McDavid rookie patch out of 99. So this is a base card from the Cup of Jacob Trouba. Now, normally base cards is something that a lot of people aren't collecting, and a lot of people don't want, and they're like, it's like they've caught something contagious or something, the base cards, and you don't even want to touch them. And when you watch breakers, they go through them like there's no tomorrow.
There are some really, really nice looking base cards out there, and I know a couple of base card collectors. There's some very nice looking cards to collect, and with products like this, like the cup, that's a $1,200-$1,500 box where you get, I think, 8 cards. The base card is maybe a bit more desirable, and this is Jacob Trouba, the New York Rangers captain. And if you see here, the base is numbered. I'm not sure how well it shows. Let's see, numbered out of 249. So all the base is numbered out of 249. It has this classical, traditional design. There's nothing far out about this design. This isn't a jambalaya from metal or anything like that. And the cup logo in the corner, and you see the thickness of the base card. So this is thicker than my wallet, basically. This is the 1920, the cup design. And if you look at this card and you realize that this is one of the 8 cards you get in a box, or 6, I think it's 8. And you paid $1,200 or $1,500 for it. And then you look at the centering. And you see that the centering is about as well done as last year's O-Pee-Chee Platinum. I would be crying, to be honest, if I paid for a box and pulled this. But I didn't. So I bought this for almost nothing as a single. And it's Jacob Trouba. So Rangers player, right straight into my Rangers collection. So Trouba is born in 94, made his debut in 13-14 season with the Winnipeg Jets, and then moved to the Rangers in the 1920 season. So this is the first season where there's cards of him in a Rangers jersey. He's been the Rangers captain since the 22-23 season. His contract lasts for another 2 years, but he's currently involved in some heavy trade talks. There's a lot of speculation if the Rangers will trade him this offseason to clear cap space. He's their most physical player, no doubt. He's a playoff player, and the Rangers need that in the playoffs, but he's not their best defenseman, and he carries an $8 million a year cap hit. So he's played 748 regular season games, and has a total of 73 goals and 236 assists for 309 points. Okay, so that's the first, the cup card. Next one, we have an insert, which is called rookie draft class, or rookie class, I think. So this is Victor Olofsson out of 249, and you see up here it says, it's a bit hard to see on video, you have the cup logo, and then it says rookie class of 2020, and you can also see when he was drafted and what pick he was. So drafted in 2014, 7th round, 181st overall pick. I don't think he will be beating any McDavid or Gretzky records in terms of points, but he's played in the Buffalo Sabres since his debut in the 18-19 season. He's still playing there, and he's one of the very many Swedes in the league, so naturally he's one of the players I sort of casually collect for the Swedes PC. This is also the 1920 the cup design. Centering is a bit better on this card. So Victor Olofsson has 314 career games to date with 90 goals and 92 assists for 183 points. And he's at the end of his contract, so he will probably not sign for Buffalo. He will probably move on somewhere else. Let's see what that is. Okay, so you see the same thickness of the cards. Also very nice design, I think. Last card, also rookie class. This is then next year's design. So this is 2020-21, the Cup. Rookie class of 2021. Timothy Liljegren of the Toronto Maple Leafs, drafted first round with the 17th overall pick, also numbered out of 249. And the same thickness of the card. So Liljegren was born in 99 and made his debut in the 1920 season, just like Victor Olofsson. He's a defender. He's been with the Maple Leafs all along. His contract expires this summer. And he's played 196 career games since the 1920 season. So he's sort of around 50-60 games per season, not really made a breakthrough as a regular. He did play, I think, all the games in the playoffs this year, though. So let's see, maybe this was his breakthrough season. But there you have it. So 3 cards from the Cup, which are budget friendly to collect, both in terms of the type of card and the player names. So 3 cards from the Cup.
That's it for episode 16. If you're on YouTube, please like and subscribe and help us grow the content. Join our Facebook group and chat with us about all things hockey cards. Stay safe, and we'll see you again in episode 17.